Hello, wonderful volunteer. So I just wanted to make a video to kind of go over some of the things for the fall festival. I have a page here. I don't know why it's not showing the video, but anyways, I'll get that fixed. Um, I will also put this video on this page once I'm done making it. So I have a volunteer information page, the address to the fall festival, and just letting you know, please check in at the volunteer booth. It's going to be located right next to the welcome booth. We're going to have basically a volunteer kind of booth that will house everything. It will house water, snacks. It's where you'll check in and check out. We'll have walkie-talkies for the team leads. And then we're going to have somebody that will be in charge of managing the volunteers, and they'll be in that booth. So any questions, also we'll have like tools and things that you might need, scissors or whatever. So that'll be your one-stop shop. And I think that'll work good. So when you arrive, come on over to the volunteer booth and check in, and make sure you check out, especially volunteers that are going to want a letter for their hours. Make sure you're coming and checking in and checking out. If you're doing the 5K as well, you'll check in probably over on the 5K side, but you can check out over on the fall festival side. So if you haven't filled out the volunteer waiver form, please do that, because that'll make everything move a lot faster on Friday or Saturday, whatever day you do your first volunteer shift, because we need the waiver filled out. So if you don't fill it out beforehand, we'll have to do that on when you're checking in. You can verify your volunteer shifts on this link here for Sign Up Genius to make sure you're signed up for what you think you are. If you want to sign up for any more, if you need to change anything, you can go ahead and do that there. If you're loaning us anything, you can verify what you've signed up to loan us or bring on this link. This is a video that will be working when you get it, that I made about guest registration, just because I've gotten a lot of questions. It is free to attend the fall festival. It is not required to register, but if people want to do any of the like risky, dangerous, or activities like bounce house, if they're going to get their face painted, if they're going to go in the petting zoo, and if they're going to do the free family photos, and if they want to be signed up for the giveaways, they need to register. That's just our waiver form, and it is also the model release that the photographers need. And it's also just helpful for us to keep numbers, because when we're looking for sponsors, or when vendors, want to know if they should sign up, they ask you, how many people did you have show up at your event? And so this is a good way for us to keep track of how many people we actually had show up to our event. So hopefully everybody will register. It's just one person per like the group, but they register. They'll say how many adults and how many kids, and that way we can kind of get an estimate of how many people attended the event, as well as the liability waivers, which are important for the city. And also the photographers really need those model releases. So when you are working the event, if you see people that don't have the wristbands, you can tell them about the registration, tell them to go to the welcome booth. And that would be really helpful. We want to try to get everybody registered if we can. And they'll get the wristbands at the welcome booth. So if they've pre-registered, it'll move a lot faster. They'll go to the line, and we'll be able to pull them up on the computer and get them their wristbands and get them on their way. So the schedule. So Friday, I will be at the park from 10 a.m. till who knows, mapping out, like putting the numbers on the grass and marking out the walkways, putting up some of our signs, probably putting up some of the canopies, just getting the preliminary stuff that I can get done. And some of the vendors are going to start setting up on Friday as well, especially any food trucks. So Friday, if you are helping me, that's what we're going to be doing. If you want to help, I would love more help. So there's a place to sign up for that on the Sign Up Genius. Saturday, I'm going to be there at 6. I have, I guess I should I'll put the vendor video on here too. So if you're helping me with vendors, you can kind of see, well, it's a whole link to the vendor website. You can kind of see what I have going on for them, but I'm going to do staggered setup. So 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. food trucks or vendors that have vehicles, like just the people that make sense for them to be set up first, will show up. And then everybody that I had on the map, so vendors that registered with it, except for the last like couple of weeks, they're going to go ahead and set up. And then after 8:30 a.m., if somebody doesn't show up, their spot, as far as I'm concerned, is up for grabs. So I'm going to let all the late registered vendors who are not on the map start setting up at 8:30 a.m. And the only thing I ask is that they just stay off of my walkways and just keep it kind of organized for the flow of traffic. And then all vendors must be set up by 9:30 a.m., no exceptions. And I ask that you guys park in the volunteer parking unless there's some reason that you need to be parked close to the park, like disability or some other reason. If there's something like that, just let me know. But if you're able-bodied and able to, please park in the overflow parking, just so we have lots of parking for the guests. The team leaders for this event, so the Great Pumpkin Chase is being ran by Jim Stewart. Here's his email. Here is his cell phone number. I'm running the Fall Festival. Here's my email and my cell phone number. And then Nate is helping with the volunteer management and guest registration. He's going to be doing kind of the computer stuff. He will be manning the welcome booth, probably with my son Daniel. So if you have any questions about that, here is his information and his cell phone number. We will have walkie-talkies during the event, but if you have any questions beforehand, that's how you can get in touch with us. Just some important information. The grass will be wet the morning of the event. It just always is. So just know your shoes will get wet. Maybe wear rubber boots or shoes that aren't going to get your feet wet if you can. Bring paper towels, whatever you need to dry stuff off. The weather looks amazing on Saturday, but things can change. It is still hurricane season down in the Caribbean, so it's stirring up all sorts of stuff down there. But as of right now, looks like it's going to be sunny. It's going to be really warm, but maybe bring a light rain jacket or something just in case. Bring a reusable water bottle. We're going to have water filling stations, but I'm not giving out single-use plastic water bottles. So please bring a water bottle that you can refill, and we will have filtered ice water available for you, and we will have some snacks. So here's just the vendor list in case you want to kind of look over it. That's the vendor map assignment. And you'll see some empty numbers now because I have had some cancellations the last few days. But that's fine. Those will just be open spots for the fill-in vendors because there's quite a few vendors that have registered in the last few days. I think I had like 4 just in the last 2 days. And then here's the vendor map. It's not completely accurate. I didn't change some stuff like where it says the Keep Soddy-Daisy beautiful booths. I don't think I have actually 2 right here. We are the welcome booth and the volunteer booth will be right here though. So some of it's pretty accurate, like that is accurate, but where Jim's tree booth is going to be over in the tree area over here. So he's going to be over there with the photographers, and the petting zoo is going to be over there. And then I don't remember where I put Terry. Oh, I think I put Terry over here in the baseball field. And she's going to be running an art booth. And then we have a Keep Soddy-Daisy beautiful face painting booth will be over here by the bounce house. We'll have our pumpkin carving over by the ball field or the batting cage. And then the free family photography will be over in the forest area over here. They wanted to be in the shade. But those are all canopies that we're going to be setting up. So there's like 6 Keep Soddy-Daisy Beautiful booths. So the people who are helping me set up, that's what we're going to be setting up either Friday. Hopefully we can actually get most of it set up on Friday. And then we won't have to do too much. We'll just put up the final touches on Saturday. And I need to make something to hang out to the guests. But yeah, this is should be the correct map. And I did move some people around, but I think this one is pretty accurate. And I think anybody who had problems, let me know. So anyways, this is what we got going on. It's going to be very full. We have a lot of vendors. So that's pretty exciting. Let me see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you guys. If you have any questions, if you want to email me, Jim, and Nate in one swoop, if you send it to info@keepsoddydaisybeautiful.com or .org, it goes to all three of us. So info@keepsoddydaisybeautiful.org goes to all three of us. And you can text me. If you call me, I probably won't answer. I'm going to be really busy the next few days, but 602-491-7037. If you have any questions, let me know. Just make sure you do the waiver. And yeah, I think we'll be good. I'm really looking forward to this, and I so appreciate your help. We would not be able to have this event without our volunteer help. So you are very, I know the other thing I was going to tell you, shirts. They should be here. They're supposed to arrive by the 14th. I will have your shirt, as well as a couple other little goodies, when you arrive on Saturday at the latest. I want to hopefully have them on Friday so people can pick them up early. If they want to, wear them to the event and not have to change at the event. But the company we ordered them from is taking their sweet time. So I will let you guys know as soon as I have the shirts ready to be picked up as well. And if you have any questions about the 5K, Jim is kind of handling that different. So I'm not really adding too much information about that. So just you can email or text him your questions about the 5K directly. But anyways, I look forward to seeing you all on Friday and Saturday, and let me know if